Hello, hello. This tutorial is going to walk you through the choices of color that you can make for your design project. We are going to be starting out by watching this really great short video by Sarah Renee Clark on color theory, in which she discusses 6 different ways of making harmonious colors. And I'd like you to watch this, learn what she has to say about them, and then we're going to be using this color wheel from Adobe. And you can see that many of the various harmonious color combinations here are also included in the list of rules that Adobe allows for us to use. So there's analogous, monochromatic, triad, complementary, split complementary, and so on, square, compound, and so on and so forth. So for our purposes, what I'd like you to do is we are going to choose 5 different harmonies, color harmonies, to possibly use for your project. And I'd like you to use analogous, monochromatic, triad, and then choose 2 combinations from the rest of the list. And the way this works in the color wheel is that it gives you 5 swatches, and each of these swatches has a hex code that goes along with it down below here, and it shows you the RGB combinations with a brightness scale down below. And there is a base color. The base color is what provides the foundation for all the comparison colors on the scale. And you can choose the base color. By default here it is the one in the middle, but different rules might have a different default, but you can change it. And we can see that this is the base color right there. And if you want to change the color combination, all you have to do is sort of drag these around. Now these are analogous ones, so they tend to stay near each other, but you can, if you feel like it, split them up, and what's nice is it tends to keep them within the same distance on the color scale. And you can see now that the green is the base because we've moved it, but we can move it back and notice how they all move in unison with it. You can slide things slightly. And this would be the primary color, and these would be the secondary colors. For monochromatic, it jumps it down, and we can see that, again, the base is right here. I might choose this as my base color. That makes it much darker. And I don't know if we can undo that. One of the things I've learned is that just to click the refresh button if you make a mistake, and it brings it back to something that you can go back to monochromatic. I'm going to slide it around. Maybe I'm going to go back to those blues. I do tend to like this blue today, maybe because it's been so cloudy out. That's the color we've been seeing lately. And this might be my monochromatic color combination that I like. Once you've got something that you like, I'd like you to take a screenshot of it. And the screenshot should include the hex codes because we're going to need that. Okay, this is the screenshot on a Mac. This is how it works. And I'm just going to take that. And now I'm going to go back to my Canva page. And underneath the font combinations that I've done, I'm going to click Add a Page. And this is going to be where my color combinations show up. And I'm going to click on Text. And I'm just going to add like a subheading in here. And I will type in monochromatic. Sorry, my keyboard is behind my microphone here. Monochromatic, just so I know which it is. And then I can go to Uploads on the left-hand toolbar, and I'll click Upload Files. And this is my screenshot that I just took just now. I have to move that out of the way. Click Open. And once it's open, I'll click that and it will appear on the page. And I can just drag that up here and have it next to it, maybe make it a little bit bigger. And then I'll go back to my color wheel and I'll go back to analogous. And let's say I want to spread this out a little. I want a base color of orange, perhaps. No, I don't know if I like any of these combinations. Looking for like a... All right, we'll just try this for the fun of it. All right, so I'll keep this. Again, I'm going to do that same process. And the key to using these color wheels is to really just play around with them and get the feel for it before you make any definitive decisions. I'm going to take that, go back to my area here. I'm going to duplicate this heading and type in analogous. Analogous. I'll upload another file. Let's move that out of the way. Oh, there it is right here. Click on it. Pop that in there, make it a little bigger so it matches. And boom. And so I'd like you to have your 5 color combinations that you're interested in choosing listed here. Again, monochromatic, analogous, triad, and then 2 others. And just like with the typography, I'd like you to email me or email me to let me know that you have completed this work so I could take a look at it. You can complete this and the typography work at the same time and email me to let it know it's there before you go ahead and make any changes to the colors and the typographies of the main poster that you're creating. All right. So have some fun with this. Colors are just like typography. It can be exacting work. Just because there are 5 in your color chart, I'm sorry, in your harmony comparisons, you don't have to use them all. But have a good time with it, and then we'll give it a go. Oh, one thing that I should add is that we recorded the hex codes. Here, let's say I've decided to use this monochromatic typography. We recorded the hex codes so that we can eventually change the colors using those hex codes. So 213261 is the hex code. I can, if let's say I want to go ahead and change my main heading to that color, I can click on this, go up here, and click on, I can type in the hex code here. So it was 213, I should have wrote it down, 213261 pound 213261. And you can see it brings up that exact color, pop it in there, and I can see that now that has changed to that particular color. And if I want to have those just like looking like that. What's interesting here is that the Canva also provides you with very sort of harmonies or color palettes that are sort of complementary based on themes. So this one's chalkboard lesson. This is more like a classroom type thing, very kind of earthy. This is a theme that might be related to it as well. And if eventually you like some of these, you can use these too. So that's really how you add your fonts. If I wanted to go ahead and grab this gray, which is 6F80AD, I would type in, and you need the pound sign, 6F80AD, and there's that gray. Pop that in there, click on that. I could see what that looks like. Now, that might be too light, and so on. So it's up to you, ultimately, what colors you are deciding to use. I recommend choosing them based on your color combinations that you create with the color wheel, and have a lot of fun with it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a great day.